welcome to the 7th workshop on finding your purpose. So in this workshop, we are going to look at purpose, your purpose, and how to find purpose, how to define purpose. So let's go to the topic of purpose. And I am quite happy that Johan is here because I wanted to share the sentence he said some time ago, that when you know your purpose, it gives you wings, like in the commercial Red Bull. When we have our purpose, it gives meaning to our lives and to everything we do. But the big question is actually, what is purpose, and how to find purpose, and how to define purpose? So let's first start with what purpose is in the literal meaning of the word. So it's the reason for which something exists, or it is done, made, used. So basically, the reason for which something exists. So that's why maybe we look for our life purpose. Why are we here? Or the other meaning of purpose is an intended or desired result, and aim, goal. So sometimes our goals give us purpose. And so when I was researching different definitions or descriptions about what purpose is, the purpose is the reasons we get up in the morning. Purpose gives meaning to our goals and eventually to our lives. And it offers a sense of direction and helps guide our paths, behavior, and our goals. So it's like our compass that we use to make decisions. So I don't know if it's much clearer what purpose is, but I'm going to dive into it even deeper. Because when I was thinking about purpose, I felt like I had three main misconceptions about purpose. And first misconception I had was there is only one big life purpose. So something that is so huge, and when I will discover it, my life will suddenly change and everything will be different. But instead of asking what's the meaning of life, I like this question, this turnaround from Neuroleadership Group. What gives your life meaning? So instead of asking what's the meaning of your life, turn it around and ask what gives your life meaning, because we can have so many different levels of purpose, and I would like to share with you 3 levels of purpose. We can have more purpose in our goals, we can have our own inner purpose, why we love living our lives, and also how we serve others. So this kind of purpose in the world. And so the second misconception is that the purpose is only about how you serve and impact others. I sometimes hear people at work that their work doesn't give them purpose because they don't see how they impact others. But I think we all need to have our inner purpose, why it is important and meaningful for us to do certain things. Because if you focus too much on serving others and trying to validate that what we do is helpful for others, if we don't get it from the external world, we can easily feel like what we do doesn't make any sense, and it can discourage us. So I think it's always important to understand why. What's in it for you, like in what you do and in your life. And the last thing, I thought the purpose doesn't change, but I think, like we said last time at the workshop, we change, we evolve, and our values change. And so our purpose does change as well, and it's good to take a moment in your life, not from time to time, but in different phases of life, and look at your purpose. Where am I now? What's important for me now? And what makes my life meaningful, and what makes what I do meaningful? So With that said, I wanted to share the 3 levels of purpose. So if you're looking for more purpose in your life, you don't have to look for the purpose in the sense of what you bring to the world, but you can start first with your goals. So how can you give more meaning to your goals? Sometimes when we have our goals, we kind of work, and then we achieve our goals, and it's like, okay, I should be happy now. But what about the journey? Johan mentioned the journey is the goal. So how can you find more meaning in the journey, and also how can you focus on the changes after you accomplish some goals? For example, when I decided running, my goal was to run 5 kilometers, but the goal was not really the goal with purpose. The purpose was to feel more fit, more healthy, and also have a better mindset. And when I started running, every time I ran, I was like, yeah, okay, I need something that will help me make it more enjoyable. So I started listening to the music, and then suddenly the running was not the goal, but it was just the time for myself and enjoy the movement and enjoy my body and feel good. So it felt more meaningful for me. The second one is your inner purpose. So it's more about your life vision and philosophy. And I would like to share a story of Vesla. So Vesla is a 78-year-old lady I interviewed. She's a wonderful lady, very energetic, and she is a member of Toastmasters. And at a certain moment in the interview, I asked her, so what are you missing in your life now in retirement? What else would you like to have? And she gave me this deep sigh, and she paused, and then she was like, you know what? I lived a rich life already. And then I started telling it to people, and they kept asking, but what does it mean to live a rich life? And I don't know. So we didn't talk about it. So I invited her for one of my workshops, and she shared that for her, when she was young, she created this life vision for herself. She basically said, when I am old and withered, I want to be rich in memories, to have gone out, seen the world, and lived every moment that this life can give. So she really created this life vision of what gives purpose to her, what kind of life gives purpose to her. And she did it. She's Norwegian. She lived in 6 countries. She learned many different languages, and she created many different relationships in those countries. So I think when you know your life vision and philosophy, when you know why you live your life, what makes your life exciting and fulfilling and happy, then you don't have any regrets at the end of your life, because obviously you can make decisions that will be aligned to your inner purpose, to your life vision and philosophy. I personally did this exercise at the age of 30, and my philosophy was about doing as many different things in life so that I'm not scared anymore of anything. And when I look back, I feel really happy about how I lived my life, and I hope I will keep living my life like that. But I think it's time for a new life vision and philosophy for me personally. And the third one is your purpose in the world, how you serve and impact others. And I must say, I personally was kind of skipping this step when I had a discussion during my coaching training. I was in pair with someone who was older, in his mid-50s. And when we talked about our purpose, when we coach each other on our purpose, I was more into my inner purpose and not really worrying about the others. But for him, it was more about how he serves others, how he impacts others, how he matters to others, what he wants to bring to the world. Your purpose in the world can be very simple. Obviously, it's a journey, and I hope I can share very simplified example of Johan when we talked about well, we even didn't talk about purpose, but he first said, I want to contribute to creating a better world. Then he went one level below, like, I want to help, I want to use my inner child work skills to help people become more resourceful adults, help them raise more resourceful kids. And then he was really kind of drilling down even into his work mission. When you want to define your purpose, what it is, how it should look. And the definition, again from the Neuro Leadership Group, I found is when you want to define your purpose, it's about finding a short tagline that grounds you in who you are and who you want to be. So we kind of touched upon it at the beginning. Who are you? Who you want to be? And I'm going to ask more questions so that you can discuss in pairs in the breakout rooms. But we already touched upon it in the last workshop. So the questions were, who are you? What makes you unique and valuable? What do you bring to the world now? And what do you want to bring to the world in the future? Or what do you still want to bring to the world? The exercise I would like to do with you now is to discuss in pairs. It's quite short, but at least it can help you get some ideas, and maybe at home you can create your own tagline. I would like to start with you looking a bit backwards in your life. When Vesla was sharing her story about rich life, she started with one thing, and it was about appreciating what she had and what she has. So really going back and looking back at what you have already lived and what you appreciate about your life or from your life so far, what made your life interesting and meaningful. So start with this. Then the second aspect is, what else do you want to see, experience, or learn in your life? And what kind of person do you want to be? So really looking inside of you, what matters to you, only you. If you were alone in the world, I know it's not possible, but it's more kind of this egoistic way, so really selfish, which is healthy sometimes, right? To be egoistic and selfish. So what else do you want to see, experience, or learn, and what kind of person do you want to be? And the last question is more around the purpose in the world. So what do you want to bring to the world? You're going to say many words. So I would like to encourage your partner to help you condense some keywords, something that was really important for them when they listened to you. Okay, so you can support each other like that. The next workshop will be next week on Monday, and it will be how to find a structure that fits your lifestyle and your life priorities.